Here we go.
Hello, everybody, anyone who is out there. Today we're going to be talking about Mel Brooks with two new guests, BK Dan the Burger Man and Jeff of the Mountains,
Howdy, everyone.
who we found in the
How you
dumpster
doing?
behind Walmart.
I reckon I gotta make them snowballs.
Yes, now I'm going to start off with Jet Sparks because I can, from our DMs and things like that, he is really raring to go. Jet, you want to talk about your favorite Mel Brooks movie?
Oh, definitely. For me, it is bar none. Robin Hood Men in Tights.
You mean tights?
Yes, tights.
If you don't watch out, you're gonna get your lights punched out.
Yes, and probably by a blind man.
Yeah,
who may or may not be ambiguously deaf as well.
that is funny.
Yes, again, Blinken is by far the best character in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I mean,
Like-
but again, it's also the most. It's probably the most movie I can quote easily. I almost know every quote in that movie. It's just
Alan
too
Rickman
good.
in that movie is fucking hilarious.
Oh wait, who did Alan Rickman play?
The sheriff of Nottingham.
Oh, I didn't know that was Alan Rickman. I forgot. I didn't know that was him. I almost didn't recognize him.
How?
Wow.
The very diverse
Yeah.
actor, Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, I couldn't even tell. I mean, you know him as Snape. You know him as Hans Gruber, which again, it's right around the time anyone should be watching that movie. But still, I
Yeah.
had no idea. I know Tracy Ullman as Latrine, and of course, we already know we have Mel Brooks as Rabbi Tuckman, who's again, it's a prerequisite that he has to star in his own movies at some point.
Yeah.
Very true.
And of course, the every person that ties the whole movie together is Carrie Ewells as Robin Hood, as Robin of Locksley himself. And just again, he has like some of the funniest stuff as ever.
Oh
Just-
god.
I
that-
still think the funniest part is when he says, "Well, it's been a lovely dinner, and I love to stand up, but we really must dash. So ta-ta." And of course, and of course, Little John just throws the barrier on all the guards. It's just too good.
Yep.
BK, what about you?
Spaceballs by far.
Agreed. Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Spaceballs
By
is
far.
fucking amazing.
Spaceballs is a
far.
good movie.
By far.
Yeah.
My favorite line in the whole thing is, "I'm a Mog, half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend."
Let's see. I haven't really watched Aliens because it's too graphic.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The one we call aliens.
There's a scene in the movie that you're being
Yeah,
actually
like
delighted to see
like
in that movie.
in the scene in space. I know.
The diner scene.
I
Yep.
know for a fact. For my friend told me there's an alien that pops out of someone's
Yes.
torso.
Yep.
Yeah, in the
he does like that.
Spaceballs.
He does like
In
that Warner Brothers
Spaceballs.
frog. Yeah.
Movie. Same scene, but it's rather tame, and the alien does a little dance and song.
Well, the funniest part is they had the actual actor from the Alien movie. It was the
Right.
same guy.
Yeah,
I
that
don't remember his
made it
name,
even
but yes.
funnier.
I didn't know that was the same guy.
Yeah, it's the same actor from Alien that it came out of.
Yep. Oh no, not again. He says that.
Oh, hello, my baby. Hello,
Hello,
my
my
honey.
honey.
Hello, ragtime girl.
Yeah.
Did you know that Mel Brooks has that puppet?
I bet he does. It was his movie.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that was just too good. But I still think personally my favorite scene is the one where they go to ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous
that was
speed.
the funniest part in the whole movie.
I
They
love that
run
scene.
flat.
Ludicrous speed, go!
What the hell
for
is
me-
that?
For me, it was. Is that now? No, that's then.
That was that like
Oh,
that.
yes, the greatest
We're at now.
Yes.
Now.
Your Schwartz is
greatest
as big
Sir.
as mine.
break
Sir,
ever.
we have them combing the desert. Did you find that? Nah, they're not here, boss.
No, we ain't found shit.
Yeah, wait, did you know that is Tim Russ from Star Trek?
Yes, I did know that. Yeah. Yep. That's Tuvok himself. Yeah.
Tuvok.
I thought it was hilarious. Like they were sucking the air out of the planet with a vacuum.
Vacuum cleaner.
Oh, she's switched from blow to suck.
Yeah. Mega Maid switched from suck to blow. I remember that.
That
Mega Maid.
what was her name? The C-3PO knockoff, who was the most Jewish robot ever.
Oh, that was Dot Matrix.
I know.
Dot Matrix.
Dot Matrix.
Yeah,
What was her name? The actress.
Dot Matrix.
Oh,
No,
the actress.
wasn't it?
Actress.
wasn't it,
Joan
Rivers.
Joan
Joanne.
Rivers.
Joan
Yeah,
Ri-
Joan
Joan
Rivers.
Rivers.
Joan Rivers.
That's why it looked like Joan Rivers as a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim
She
Russ from Star Trek was also in the series called The Highwayman with Sam Jones. Cool.
Nice. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Sensors.
But one of my I forget the movies, but one of my favorite scenes, I was watching it with it was on St. Stephen's Day, and my aunt ran in years ago and turned it off. And she's like, no, you're not watching this. It was one about the Italian child who goes to America, right?
Okay.
And he meets this little Italian girl. She's about like 12. And she's like, yeah, let us pray for everything we wanted. She's like, Lord, please let my life in America be blessed, and going on like that. And he's like, so I just close my hands and pray. And it's like, yeah. And he's there and he starts praying. Next thing all he hears, and she's got huge tits.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
I wanted to watch that movie for years. I'm like, what movie is
How old were
this?
you? How old were you, Potato?
I was about 12.
Oh God.
Oh man, I was like 5 years old when I first watched Robin Hood, and I mean, yeah, as a kid, yeah, most of all the jokes just flew over your head, but it's funnier now as an adult when you understand with everything in the movie.
Speaking about jokes that are funnier now as an adult, because we're all spicy adults. Blazing fucking Saddles.
Oh,
You mean the
yes.
movie that you couldn't show anywhere now, let alone
yeah, no
make one?
kidding.
Oh my
You
god.
can't.
I
You can't
sent
do
that movie to my cousin, who's a
God.
very hardcore Democrat, for a laugh.
Oh no.
God.
Oh boy.
Oh, did you get popcorn too?
Yeah.
She now counts me as a racist.
Right, right.
Or as we call in the UK, you'd
Here's
be
the
one
thing-
of the laborers.
Here's the thing with me and Blazing Saddles, right? It's
Yeah.
like if you really want to find out if somebody's got an actual sense of humor or not, and they're not fucking paper skinned, show
Yeah.
them that fucking movie.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Mel Brooks is an equal opportunity offender.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it's what In Living Color used to do too.
Mhm.
Did
Yep,
you
back
know
in
that
the
the
day, yeah.
beans scene in that movie was also one of the most historically accurate representation of cowboys ever?
Really?
Because of their bean-based diet, they were also really, really fucking gassy.
Oh,
Well, they call it.
I
They
get
call
mad.
beans the magical fruit for a reason.
Well, I mean, you're also jostling around on a horse half the fucking day.
So
You
you
stir
that
your
is-
stomach up for fucking hours at a time. on
Yeah.
top of it.
Oh yeah. duh.
Or where the sheriff took himself hostage.
Yep.
Because-
Hold it.
Yeah.
Hey, oh.
Oh man, he's serious. He's gonna do it.
Hey,
Do what he say. Do what he say.
Hold up.
oh no! Oh my
Hold
god! That is, and it's one of my favorite lines. Where the white women at?
Hey boys, look at what I got here.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god!
I think I remember seeing like a video called Overwatch in a Nutshell. There's a guy that made there's like one of the guys of like the Overwatch teams that makes a face. It's like when I saw him, he's like where the white women at or where the bitch is at or something.
Yeah.
Like something to that effect. It's like he made
And,
a face like that.
A bunch of Gene Wilder scenes
Yep.
with
Boy,
the
he
freaking
is-
Waco kid. He's like,
Boy, he is strict.
he's like, you can't
He
be
is.
the kid. And he's fucking looks at me. He's like, yeah. He's like, look at my hand. He's like, yeah, steady as a rock. He's like, yeah, except I shoot with this one.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Gene Wilder has never seen any movies that he's in because he never counted himself as a good actor.
You know
Wow,
what? That's
you
the
can't,
kind-
you can't
that's
get any
the
more
kind
humble
of-
than that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the kind of freaking personality more actors need.
Especially
Yeah.
today.
Oh god.
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Well, I mean, just look what happened with freaking Jennifer Lawrence.
You beat me to
Apparently
it,
there-
Jet Sparks.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
You beat me
Oh,
to
yeah.
it. I was gonna bring that up.
I was
Sorry,
thinking about
yeah,
it.
like apparently there have been no female action stars
Oh,
before
is that
Katniss
that broad
Everdeen.
from the Hunger
Yep.
Games?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me,
Like,
man.
lady-
That show wasn't
lady-
even that good.
Basically, Sarah Connor would basically have murdered every single one of
Hold
those
on, hold
Hunger
on.
Games before they even got started.
Let's be accurate. 1980s pre-woke Carmen, Sarah Connor would have done it.
Well, let's
Yeah.
be real here. Just to completely discredit her statement on multiple fronts, okay?
Yes.
We got, now I can't remember everybody's names, okay? But we got the girl from American Werewolf in London who had the balls to chase her werewolf boyfriend into an
Yep.
alley with a
Yep.
bunch of motherfuckers with guns behind her.
Yep.
We have Sarah Connor. We have Ellen Ripley.
Don't forget Princess Leia.
Princess
Yep.
Leia. We have the girl from fucking the first Friday the 13th movie that beheaded the bitch trying to murder her.
Sonya, Red Sonya.
Red
Sonja.
Sonja. There's so many fucking female
Yeah, there's so many,
characters.
but of course, yeah,
It's
the
just-
woke
no, but they
do not
exist
ever
before
admit
now.
this stuff because apparently the world never existed before 2016.
There's
But
a-
Exactly.
First there was nothing, and then there was the Orange Man, and he made the world
The Orange
so
Man.
bad.
There's a reason why people kept referring to Trump as the God Emperor, and it wasn't because they actually thought that way about him. It's a 40K reference because these motherfuckers act like he's responsible for like all of
Yeah.
everything. Like he's
Mhm.
somehow
Yeah.
like
You want to
birthed
you want to
everything.
see what was responsible for what caused most of this stuff. You should really blame all the movements that most of the movements that happened in the 60s, the hippie movement, the anti-war
Yep.
movement.
I got
Yep.
a 2-word answer for you: baby boomers.
Yeah. But guys, we're after going off track.
Yeah, we're going on track here. We're here to talk about.
Sorry.
But
Yeah, we did
one
it,
of the
we did it.
funniest things about Men in Tights, did you know that one of the guys working on it, for just because they could, they hired a historical consultant
Yeah.
just to
Really?
see how
Sure.
much they could annoy him.
Just to see how much they could screw it
Oh
up.
my gosh, he's one of those. This is a comedy. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the kind of comedy that probably even Shakespeare himself would probably laugh his head off.
Like
Oh,
Mel
yeah.
Brooks,
Likely.
Mel Brooks was
Absolutely.
talking about the historical consultant, and he turned around and he's like, "Is he wearing Ray-Bans?" He's like, "Yeah." Why? Because he's blind. It's like, but why is he wearing Ray-Bans? Internet?
Yep. Ye old internet.
Just couldn't-
Where's that latte? Ah, here we are.
Oh. But Jeff,
Sir.
what's your favorite one?
Same as you, Irishman, Blazing Saddles.
Blaze it. Oh, that is the
Oh.
fucking best. I fucking love that. I was watching it just today. Oh,
I just
it is
rewatched Spaceballs today, so yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I know
Um,
this. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I made this maybe cheating a little bit. I know I said my favorite, but this is the only Mel Brooks film I actually have in my collection, and it is, of course.
Young
That's a good
Frankenstein.
one.
I've never.
too,
You
though.
want to
Yeah.
talk about it? Because I've never seen it.
Oh, it's
Really?
hysterical.
Oh.
Yes, I mean, of course, you have, Gene Wilder as Victor Frankenstein,
Mm, yeah.
and of course, he's trying to follow in his.
Hey, it's Kai.
Hello, Kai.
Hey, Kai, you want to come on? We've got an extra seat if you want.
Greetings, guy.
It's all
The
nice and
funniest
warm.
part about that was he started out trying to debunk his father's
Yeah.
work.
Yes, yes, he's Victor Frankenstein Jr.
Yep.
The cool thing is between Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein, the innuendos in Young Frankenstein are ridiculous in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Oh.
man.
What a
Really?
pair of,
Like
what a
what?
pair of knockers, and there's just these giant
Yeah.
door handles.
Yeah,
I know they're murder hornets.
Yeah, and also you
That's
have
the
literally the person who you also have the lady whose very name strikes fear in the hearts of horses everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Brabruka.
who, if I recall, was the same one that played the nurse in High Anxiety.
Really?
That's the thing too. Mel Brooks, I think, liked to use the same actors in multiple projects. Because if you watch Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein, not only is Gene Wilder in it, but so is Madeline Kahn.
Yep.
Madeline Kahn did the roll in the hay.
Yeah, roll in the hay.
Roll.
Yep. Yes, and we have a person named Igor. Igor?
Yeah.
Igor.
Igor the Igor.
And I like
It's
that he
Igor.
only brought it up after Victor corrected him on how to pronounce his last name.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I'll definitely go and check it out.
Because he calls him Dr. Frankenstein. He's like, actually, it's Frankenstein. It's like,
It's Igor.
Like, you must be Igor. And he looks at me, he's like, actually, it's pronounced Igor.
You're just like all men, 6 or 7 rounds, and then you go on to the next woman.
Oh god.
I was really shocked to find out the fact that Mel Brooks is still alive. Thank God.
He's 95, I think, right now.
Wow.
96. Get your facts
Wow.
right.
Wow.
Get your facts right, says the man in the wheelchair. Okay.
Look, that man. If no matter what happens to him, we're gonna say straight up when he does inevitably pass away, we're gonna say this all. This man delighted millions of people by making them laugh, and he lived a good life.
And
Some
probably
people
pissed
even know
off
him
plenty
as,
more in retrospect.
What?
I think he
Pissed off
probably
just as
pissed
bad
off plenty more afterwards.
Oh, yeah,
too.
I'm sure.
He was the voice of Vlad Dracula's dad in Hotel Transylvania.
Was
And
he?
he also was
Yes,
the
he was.
voice of a Big Well too from Robots.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's of course starred Obi-Wan Kenobi himself
Ewan McGregor.
as the main robot Rodney Copperbottom.
Oh.
Now, to Farf's point, Mel Brooks has always had that kind of sense of humor, though. I read a book recently by author / TV host Mike Rowe called "The Way I Heard It," published in 2019. The very first entry is about our author Mel Brooks. It's coming up on Christmas time in
Welcome.
1944, I think it is.
Yep.
And he's
Spaceballs the YouTube.
Spaceballs the YouTube.
Spaceballs
the YouTube comment.
Yeah, that other thing was
Spaceballs the
important.
Twitter
Great comment.
Merchandising, where the real money of the movie is made.
But in this story,
Spaceballs the flamethrower.
in this story, Mel Brooks is camped out with the Allies, and they're really close to a Nazi encampment.
Yeah.
Close enough that they can actually hear the propaganda being played on the loudspeakers. So Mel Brooks, who's a corporal at this point, grabs one of his friends and says, "Hey, give me a loudspeaker. I'm gonna shimmy up this pole right here with the light. We're gonna hook it up and start blasting Christmas music at him." And that's exactly what happened.
Oh my god!
One of the
In full view of everybody.
That's awesome.
Nazis and allies alike.
That's
One of
awesome.
the funniest, I forget the man's name, but one of the funniest things I heard was there was a guy who kept escaping every prison by the Nazis that he was in.
Yeah.
And
The Great
he was
Escape,
in one prison.
great movie.
Yeah, but he
Yes.
was in this one prison and they said, and the colonel in charge said, no Allied plane will ever fly over this prison. They don't know where we are. The day that the Allies came, the sky was full of planes, and he just walked up and he said, "Hey, boss, what you call that?"
Yep. The Cooler King.
Oh, God, I love that, man. I forget. Well, he got really pissed off because his granddaughter put him into a competition when he was an elderly man to get a medal to be have recognition, and he's like, "What about all my dead friends, all the men I served with who didn't make it? They deserve recognition. I'm just lucky to get out of there."
Wow,
It's true.
again.
But-
there'll never be another comic
It's-
genius like Mel Brooks ever
There
again.
will
No,
not.
but here's the thing. I'm looking at Mel Brooks' filmography. And it seems that since he became a grandfather around 2000, all of his stuff are really tame kid stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of the same thing that happened with Steve Buscemi, where he
I was
felt
gonna- I
like
was-
after he reached a certain point in his life, he just didn't want to do a certain type of comedy or movies no more.
I was going
No,
to say
Mel
George
Brooks-
Carlin, but yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Mel
but-
Brooks said that he can't do his comedy. He hates Hollywood. He can't do his comedy.
Well, yeah, he's in a more of a
Although-
unique position than Steve was because Steve didn't write his own material. You know,
Yeah.
Buscemi
Yeah.
just played roles, and he just wasn't comfortable playing the kind of roles they wanted to give him no more. Whereas Mel Brooks he can write whatever he wants, but nobody's going to make it no more.
oh my!
It's a great-
I'm wondering.
It's a bad dichotomy to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm wondering from all your guys, and whatever the fuck Maxis is.
Hey,
I believe they call that an object today.
fight me!
Wow.
I was thinking tennis ball, but okay. So
Wow, what big
What?
ears you have.
Tennis ball.
Proper
Tennis,
Irish humor. I love it.
So-
announced against.
the
You're
wall,
taking your own life in your hands, dude.
That he is.
Maxis.
Yeah.
Your guys, listen to the squee of this. You know that thing you want to do in Boston that I've been denying for years?
Glitter?
Yeah, I was reluctantly made to agree to it.
Fuck yeah!
Now, okay, who blackmailed you with what?
All right, I want to know this.
What?
Glitter gets to be done.
I want
Who
to know
blackmailed
how
me
you
with-
got blackmailed into this.
Steak dinner.
Oh.
That was good.
You didn't get blackmailed, you got bribed. You got bought off.
Dude, I fucking love steak. If I die, my tombstone's gonna be a slab of steak. But as I was
Everybody
saying,
has a price.
for everyone's opinions, with the recent wave of like cancellations and everything that we've been seeing, do you think that the pendulum is starting to swing in Hollywood? That eventually we may get back to Mel Brooks?
No.
Okay,
I doubt it at this point. But guess what? You want to know how we can finally make them try to think? Yeah, maybe if people don't see these movies, yeah, maybe they'll start singing their tune.
Well,
But
see, I have a kind of a side opinion on that. Here's the thing. I don't think the pendulum, because Hollywood is located in California, which, let's be real, California stripes, they never change until that place collapses into the fucking ocean.
Right.
Yeah.
mean,
yeah,
like
and
the-
I'm actually
Hold
waiting
on,
for the day that happens.
Hold on a minute. Like, I think that's a little bit too drastic. I mean, there's like families in
I
California.
lived in California for more than a few years, and Northern California has no power when it comes to governing that place. So, without getting into any politics, it's just not very likely to happen because financially, it can't service the demands of the socio-political landscape in Hollywood and in California.
yeah, and mostly, but again, most of the people that are voting crazy are the ones that live on
Murder
the West
Hornet,
Coast.
do you need a hug?
Exactly.
But people who live
They need a
further
stiff
inland
drink.
are more conservative, are probably more conservative leaning. It's just the assholes on the coast or what ruins the
Mhm.
state. Just like in Illinois, most people who don't live in Chicago mostly are very normal people, but Chicago people are elitist and they're just complete jerks.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how it,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's,
That's it.
hey, look at that face.
What? What's up?
Somebody
No,
said
it's
you look
just
like
that you were
Denzel
talking that was
Washington
making
in
you
the
big.
chat.
Yeah, I've gotten that before.
Hey, I don't look like nobody, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, heck,
That's
I think
the
my
best way to look
I
right
think
there.
someone who's I mean, a guy who did my senior photos in high school, he said I looked like Denzel Washington. I was like, wow. I mean, but then
Okay.
The closest actor I might get to is Dick Miller, and he's been dead for a few years.
but hey,
So you look like a corpse then, confirmed.
Hey, I'll take the Denzel compliments because I know one of
For
the
sure.
movies I like from him is Remember the Titans and
Great movie.
Virtuosity. I like those. I like both those movies. Fight me.
I personally
But-
identify as a burger, so it's all good.
Yeah. But does anyone have any movie like inside knowledge that fun facts about Mel Brooks movies?
Before you get to that, I have something
Yeah.
to point out. You ain't even been around the whole panel about their favorite Mel Brooks movies
Oh,
yet.
No, he hasn't.
Wait, who the fuck haven't I asked?
I'll go first. My
Okay,
favorite
thank
movie-
you.
Breach of etiquette.
My favorite movie is Spaceballs.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks, girl.
Yeah, but Maxis isn't real, so
Oh,
fine. Maxis, what's your favorite movie?
Spaceballs.
So I love it. Thank you. Thank you.
Just
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna say it's hard for me to pick a favorite, but I will say it's kind of a cross between. I like Young Frankenstein. Okay, I will say that's one
Yeah.
of my favorites. And whatever, he called himself Frankenstein later, so I'm just gonna roll with it. And I liked High Anxiety and Blazing Saddles.
Okay.
One of my favorites, though, and I don't know how many of you here have seen, is The 12 Chairs.
No, I
I've
haven't.
heard of that a few
I've heard
times.
of it, never seen it.
The 12 Chairs is a riot because up until that point, the only other movie I'd seen that was willing to make fun of communist shit was this movie.
The Devil's Calling.
That's
Nice.
and that's what it is. The 12 Chairs is making fun of the ludicrous, stupid shit that people did during the slow uprising of communism in Russia after the Tsar was gone.
Yeah, during Vladimir
it really
Lenin.
centers, yeah,
Honestly,
it's-
honestly, that was actually the real greatest tragedy of Russia, not what
So-
Hootie says.
It centers on this guy who was a businessman who wasn't making shit for money. His mother had all these expensive jewels, right? And this was when they were redistributing wealth in Russia.
Yep.
So she took all her jewels and she hid them in her furniture, specifically in these 12 chairs.
Okay.
When she died, the chairs got picked up and redistributed around Russia.
Oh fuck!
Well,
Oh,
the son
boy.
doesn't find out about this until later, and he's competing with this corrupt priest to really try to track down these 12 fucking chairs across fucking communist Russia to find these fucking jewels that she hid in one of the 12 chairs.
Oh boy.
Wow.
And it's literally the son going slowly manic trying to find these jewels with this shady priest chasing him, trying to get to them first, and this con man he has to freaking team up with to try to get them first.
Okay, we definitely need to add this to movie night. It sounds fucking hilarious.
Heck yeah.
Sounds like a hoot.
Yeah, but one of the things that because I have a real interest in movie making, right? When I was younger, I wanted to be a director, and one of the things that I thought was funny was on Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, was they were originally going to hire like for the dancing scenes.
Yep.
Right? They were originally going to cast other people to play them.
Wait, you got the title wrong.
You mean the actual Prince of Thieves, or did you mean Men in Tights?
Men in Tights.
Yes, you got
There
those
you
mixed
go.
up.
Prince of
Sorry.
Thieves.
Prince of Thieves was the serious one with Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
they were going to hire dancers for Men in Tights. Right? But the guys who were there turned around and they said, no, it would be funnier if we did it. So all these guys, including Little John, who's huge, he was like a wrestler at times. He was like a real man like type. He went to ballet dancing.
A manly man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like the actor who played Call in Die Hard. He's a ballet dancer. Crazy.
Yeah, like I absolutely love things like that. Where it's like the actors turn around and it's like, just to go on a fuck you Disney. One of the things that
I'm
really
always fine with that.
that really pissed me off in the new Star Wars movies is one of the guys that they had for training the stormtroopers to hold their guns, right? Like the ones who actually held their guns.
Yep.
He was a qualified swordmaster, right? And he was begging. He's like, please let me trade Daisy Ridley. And they turned around and he was at a convention or something like that. And someone's like, so what would you have thought? And he said, can I borrow this? And he took a lightsaber from one of the hands and he started moving around like a fucking Jedi. And then he done a flip forward and he had the sword out and he held it to someone's neck and he said, I could have taught her that in 2 months.
Now, And you know, I just realized when I do this is how you can tell I've been drinking most of my fucking life, but whatever. But now that you bring that up, it's funny because it reminds me of something that is related to that. You know that what is their name? Morford Clark, the shithead they got playing not Galadriel in the
Galadriel, yeah.
Oh yeah, show us your angry face.
The dumbest fucking things I've heard from that show was this silly broad talking about how after they were teaching her to fake fight with a sword, she had to go get therapy.
Yep, I saw that. Why did you time out? Why would you sign up for that role or audition for it if you were that afraid of fighting?
The fight, I don't understand either.
One of the things that one of the things that I thought was really funny was, do you know why Dark Helmet's visor is down the whole time when he can clearly why he has to fight?
Didn't he say it's because the president couldn't see if he was making faces at him under there or not?
Yep.
No, the actor. I'm talking
his helmet up. He's making faces at him.
Yeah, no, I'm talking the real reason.
Oh, you mean Rick Moranis? I don't know. I don't remember.
The latch was broken. And just to piss off Rick Moranis, Mel Brooks wouldn't pay to get the latch fixed.
Oh,
that ain't right.
Yeah, so he had to keep lifting it up. That's why there's scenes where he lifts up and slams back down again because it's broken.
Where he'll yell something laying down over his face.
Yeah,
Brooks' character's head wasn't on straight in the movie itself. So much that they saw his ass.
Also, George Lucas showed up on set. And he had a great Murder Hornet. He is very much alive.
Absolutely.
Both of them is if you're asking about Rick Moranis, because he just disappeared, his wife passed away, and he gave up being in Hollywood to look after their children.
You know what? That's the right shit to do.
That's an honorable thing.
Especially considering Rick ain't been getting no kind of respect. Remember that shithead that like beat his ass and like was like he was walking, some dude just punched him for no fucking reason last year.
What a jackass! Here's what I like to do. I like to walk with that guy and put my foot up his ass. Right?
Yeah,
that is a noble cause.
It is.
It would be, and I mean, again, the last time we saw Rick Moranis was in Ryan Reynolds own mobile phone cell carrier company.
Mobile, and that's because I heard Ryan specifically went out and asked him to do it.
Yeah,
but he don't want to go back to acting. He said, like, I've got millions in the bank. I don't need it. He said, I'm happy in my life.
Why not spend the rest of your time with your family? Thing. You know,
guys giving us plenty of good movies, and we can always honor him for that. Again, Rick Moranis, as honestly, he should be respected by everyone.
He should.
Just by normal people. He should be respected.
Know if it's like by coincidence or if it's just like a character thing, but I noticed that a lot of the guys that worked with Mel Brooks, especially guys who started their career with him, seem to be a lot more humble than a lot of other actors you tend to run into.
Well, that's the thing. If any of us remember our family members from that generation, they do, when you talk to them, they do tend to humble us with a lot of their stories and things like that.
Yeah.
I actually ran into two people at a Subway. They were with the Illinois game, like the Illinois Game Patrol. They're the people who enforce like all the stuff with hunting and whatnot.
Oh, fish and game guys. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, they're the people. Yeah, or like wild. Yeah, the people. I just told them the whole thing that my grandfather used to like work for the Forest Service of the United States.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my grandfather's told me dozens of stories about all that stuff. It's just like, again, my grandfather, that man, he is probably, well, he's kind of like a jive fellow, but
yeah,
I could describe him as a wise ass, but he's wise. Probably the wisest man I've ever known. But he's worked as an accountant. He served in the Air Force. He didn't fly. He was stationed at Elmendorf in Alaska. So my grandfather's a good man. Heck, I probably think I should do a video like honoring him, where I just have him do a voiceover and he just talks about everything he's done in his life.
Is your grandpa still alive?
Oh, he's still alive. He's
Yes,
still
You know
alive.
what you should do,
Yeah,
Jet? You should get a camera. Not even for putting up online, but I'm just saying for posterity, and record his entire life. Like, sit with him for days, maybe a week, and record all of his stories.
Yeah, just tell him
And
have him tell stories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
Like,
I probably want him to do.
and maybe while you got a chance, I didn't get a chance to. Hell, my granddad was gone before I could actually do this kind of stuff.
the problem with
Yeah.
with it in Ireland is our kids, like the kids of our grandparents' generations, were told kids should be seen and not heard. So
yeah, I
we,
remember that old idiom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's-
so- growing up here, they didn't really, get much talking time or anything like that. So when they grew
Yeah.
up, they tended to be really quiet.
well,
And if you ask my grandfather anything about his family, he'd be like, "And what you want to know that for?"
yeah, I know.
See, with
Look-
me, I would encourage you to do it with your grandfather. Like with me, with my dad, he's unfortunately not much longer for the world in his condition, but he went to Nam twice, and
yeah, but
he won't talk about nothing. And I
yeah,
don't.
but I
blame
know
him.
one thing. Yeah, it's kind of like a crazy dichotomy with. It's kind of a difference between my dad and my grandfather. I mean, I spent more time with my grandfather than I've ever spent with my dad. I mean, he was always constantly working, so I've had that much of a stronger connection to my grandfather. And I mean, it's just like the only thing that's kind of sucks for me right now is that since I've been on my own, it's like, but even this year, and I think moving into next year, it's gonna be a little more difficult. Is that I probably won't be able to see him or my sisters for Christmas or my two nephews.
I'm so sorry, man.
I understand that. I can't. I
Yeah.
haven't seen my parents in. I think it's been 15 years now, almost.
Yeah, and I know things are a little hard on him even further since.
Hey,
my
Bubba,
grandmother
the link
passed
is
away,
in
too.
your. Oh, one sec now. Bubba says, "Hey, sorry, guy, I ended up taking my nephews to see."
okay.
Ah,
Hey,
no
yo,
worries,
what?
Bubba. If you can, the link is in
Yeah,
your
go for
DMs.
it.
Hey, family.
Yeah,
family's
link
so
is in your-
important when you can do it, man.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like, that's
know.
what I always say. Like, I don't mind if you guys miss my panel as long as you're having fun and you're happy. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm not
I
a
mean,
dick. Max
Oh
just
my
is.
God. I
know.
That ain't right.
I love to invite people on like some of the streams I do, but
Yeah.
I had to
it's-
take my aviators off. I probably look weird to half of you that fucking used to see me the other way.
Your eyes aren't squinty. Oh, no, where did they go? There they go.
They are sometimes. It depends on what I'm looking at. I'm not blind or nothing. It's partially because of the light and partially because of
Yeah.
fucking weed
But-
shit.
What, like, one of the fun facts that I absolutely love, like, just talking about movie making in general,
Yeah.
is that they had do any of you know the Napoleon movie, Waterloo, where
No.
from back in the 80s with the huge Prussian army horse scene, right?
I watched
They were-
Troy.
Mm-mm.
Does that count?
Okay. No. This is so the thing about this is those were all real soldiers because the director of the movie was so sick and tired of the actors not holding their guns right, not doing proper movements. He's like, you know what? Fuck it, we need soldiers. He went to 7 armies around, and when he got to Germany, right, he said he had a load of German officers join up to be extras, and all the Germans are like, we want to beat the Prussians.
That's awesome. I mean, seriously, it'd be amazing to have actual soldiers as extras in a movie rather than just a bunch of random people
And
you
I
find in the
think-
street.
I think to some extent, at least from personal experience,
Yeah.
you'd have to really know something about a project before you'd want to like volunteer for something like that.
Yeah,
Because I'm personally, even though I didn't do anything fucking, fantastic, I had a Purple Heart or a bunch of medals or nothing, but I was in the fucking army. I was with First Cav. We deployed to Iraq and all that shit. But I wouldn't want to just go in for a movie with some motherfucker I didn't think was going to pay respect,
Oh, of course. In Gettysburg, they had a load of the descendants, the sons of Gettysburg, the sons of Confederacy, the son of all these guys. They had those playing the Union, the Confederacy, and they actually had a lord play a lord in it. He was playing his own ancestor, right?
Yeah,
wow.
And they turned,
That's fun
yeah,
stuff.
and but the thing is, the men, all of them agreed, right? If you do not do this with respect, we are leaving. We are bringing our cannons, we are bringing our horses, and we are gone.
Yep.
And so they had to deal with respect. Like, they said that one of the guys turned around and they said that the guy who was playing the Lord at the time was a bit of a dick. He lied to everyone, right? He said, but he was standing there, and it was written down in his diaries. He said that he stood there, and after all the guns were spent, he was just looking at these big pile of guns from all the dead corpses, realizing what was going on. And he said that he just stood there and he just looked, and he said that when you look at all the guns, realizing that one man used to hold that gun. He said even in pretend, he said it's a very powerful thing. And he just stood there and he turned around and they're like, "Are you okay?" Like, one of the soldiers just walked up and said, "Hey, boss, you okay?" And he just turned around and said, "I don't think so." That wasn't scripted. That was just him saying, "I don't think," looking at all the lots alive. It's like, "I don't think so." Yeah. And Ian McKellen cried on the set of The Hobbit because they were using CGI to make the Hobbits. And he broke down and said that that isn't why he got into movie making. That isn't why he became an actor, to sit around playing pretend in a green screen room. And you know the song from Lord of the Rings, When Winter Comes.
And that's considering there was a lot of good stuff in The Hobbit. I don't know why they mashed it up so much.
Neither I.
You okay, Farv?
Yeah, it's just a like.
Yeah, no, I know you're. No, I'm just saying, like, with your situation.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
So, Ian McKellen is gay, and he lost a lot of friends during the AIDS crisis of the 80s, right? And he said that he turned. Wait, hold on. You have room for? Yeah, dude, no worries. Give me 1 second now.
Man.
The more the merrier. Let's go.
Fuck yeah. Where is Tade? Is this Tade?
You can't find him. It's right there.
Dude changed his profile picture.
Hey, Tade.
Check your DMs. So, but Ian McKellen said that the song, like, when that song was played, that song reminds him of the life that his friends, being an old man now, his friends aren't old men. Right?
Yeah.
And he said that the song just gets to him and everything like that. He said, but he never turns around. But he went to New Zealand and he walked in, and there was a group of the New Zealand school choir. And he was standing there and they were singing songs from Lord of the Rings. And he said, he was like, "Yay," because he thought they were done. And he said, and suddenly they started doing the tune like, da 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 da. And you could just, his face is there. His partner walks up to him and holds his hand and rubs his shoulder, and he's just there and he's looking around like a deer in the headlight. And when they start singing, he just breaks down crying. He puts his head into his husband. And when someone turned around, he's like, "I have lived so much of my life and my friends are gone." He said he lost.
What song was this again?
When Winter Comes. But you know, yeah, the music is like, I forget the exact words, but it's like da 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 da. You know that one?
I know the song you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah. Maxis could do a better tune because she actually did choir, so she's got an ear for
I had to
music.
sing this song for choir.
Oh. Hello.
Sorry.
Rip headphones.
That's not that
You're all right.
hard.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I swear. But Tate, yeah, your link is in your DMs, man. Come and join us. Play with us. Play with us, Tate.
Warriors, come out to play.
What do you think of what you do?
Does anyone have 3 little bottles that they can That scene was actually unscripted. Another movie making fact.
Yep.
That scene was unscripted.
The screen was unscripted.
He just
I
wanted
didn't
to
know that.
act really creepy, so he got like 3 little bottles and started clanking them together on his friend. He's like, "Warriors, come out to play, yay!"
That's just like the jar of dirt scene from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Sorry.
You want to hear something else funny? So you guys remember
Always.
the Asians, right? At least some of you.
Yes.
So remember when Bishop went up behind Hudson? They did that shit with the knife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Lance Henriksen actually did that.
I believe it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
He said he had to practice doing that for weeks, so he stopped literally stabbing himself in the finger for that scene.
Oh.
There's a in the beach fight scene between Ethan Hunt and Shaw in Mission Impossible 2, where Shaw goes to stab Ethan Hunt in the eye. That was an actual stunt that Tom Cruise did. So,
In the movie Saving Private Ryan, when they were walking up the beach, they were all running, right? And they said that one of the guys, he's American, but his granddad is from Ireland where they filmed it.
Yeah.
So he spent a lot of years on that beach. And they're like, everyone else is struggling with the sand, because when you run on that sand, the sand just collapses underneath your feet.
Yep.
He's just walking along because he's so
Which is
huge.
actually to the detriment of the scene because they were supposed
They
to.
did. They're like, dude, can you like not? And he's like, wait, oh,
can you please pretend to struggle at least?
That's
I
okay.
wonder-
Going way back to Indiana Jones and the
Where's the Lost Ark? Or which one?
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yes, Raiders of the Lost Ark. And
Oh, is this the pistol scene?
yes,
Yep.
it was
yeah, he had severe diarrhea.
Yeah,
Well,
food
dysentery.
poisoning.
It was dysentery.
Yeah,
Dysentery. Yeah.
Like,
Fuck it.
in Lord
Let's
of,
use them.
Nah.
in Lord of the Rings,
If you get the director's cut, he literally says, "Fuck it."
yeah, in Lord of the Rings, when Aragorn was fighting the Uruk-hai,
Yep.
Yep.
right? There was 2 instances where he nearly died. One where they threw a real knife at his head, but the stunt coordinator missed, and it was going and he really deflected that knife with a sword on the first try. And then the second one was when they shoved the shield around his neck, and he was struggling to get it off. Like he was going. That shield wasn't going anywhere. He was nearly beheaded.
Oh yeah, the only
Viggo
thing I know
Mortensen,
from Lord
yep.
of the Rings is that I think he actually
Broke it.
broke his toe when he
broke
He
his
did.
toes. Yep.
up.
Kicking that helmet.
I would like to welcome to the panel everyone's 4th favorite Italian person, Tade.
Hey.
Four.
Hold on,
Okay.
Tade, can you talk?
Yeah, I said,
Okay, no, it's just checking to make sure that your mic was working for a second.
yeah, it's great
It's very-
equipment we have here.
He's very soft
Yeah.
spoken.
Yeah, hold on, I need to fuck with his audio. Okay, so Tate's going to sound like a fish for a minute.
A fucking
That's not
fish, really?
enough for you.
Yeah, okay.
Get down on your knees and tell me you love me, you filthy animal.
I love you.
got a bite.
I
Another
love
great
you.
You have to do better than that.
One of the funniest things was I heard there was this cop and he saved a girl and he said his partner was so bloody cheesy, right? There was this grape guy, if you get me, just changing the word, but you get what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
He said to this girl on the street, he said, "Baby, call me daddy." And he said his 6'8" partner walked up behind him and just said, "Hey, daddy."
Hey, Bubba boy.
I love it.
The best thing
Say-
ever. When I was locked up, okay,
Yeah.
I did a 5-piece in prison. So when I was locked up, I had this guy. He was picking on me with that, putting his arm around my shoulder, telling me I was going to be his girl and all this while we were there.
Yep.
And he kept pushing it. And we were sitting there at the lunch tables, and I leaned my head on his shoulder and I said, "Okay, daddy." And he jumped. He was like, "Oh God, you play too hard." And I was like, "You started this."
You know what would have been funny? Just a funny twist. He's like, where it's like, "You're going to be my girl," and he's like, "But I made him mine."
I honestly rather be dead than be in prison.
Yeah, that.
Well, I was in prison, so yeah, I was still alive. But yeah,
I got locked up for a little bit, but it was just county for some stupid shit.
You know what we should do? Just to.
I got a 5-piece for protecting my sister. I harmed a guy pretty badly. Taking
Yeah,
care
that
of him.
fucking figures.
yeah.
You know what we?
My ex-girlfriend at the time. My girlfriend at the time. Yeah.
He was actually a member of the family, and
Ooh.
Ooh.
he did something pretty bad to my twin, and I reacted. I didn't think about it, and I shot him, and I would have gotten 15 years because he didn't die. He was just attempted. I would have gotten 15 years, but I lucked out and I got good behavior and everything else.
How
You
the
know
hell
what
did you get 5 for freaking defense? Where the hell was you at?
The defense of a third person. He should have walked.
Where at?
I'm in Texas.
What the fuck? When was this?
97, 98.
That's
You know what we should do?
must have been a shit county or something.
Just to play with the algorithm.
It was bad.
What?
What's that?
Do a video of prison life, just to play with the algorithm because prison stuff is huge on YouTube. What do you think?
It's
To fuck with the algorithm.
The algorithm can lick my ass. It'll never work right
Okay,
anyway.
this whole conversation took a very bizarre turn.
Welcome to
Yeah,
Potato
you're-
Evan.
That happens here all the time.
It was me. I'm sorry, Jet.
It wasn't totally.
Yeah,
But-
but I haven't seen, I really haven't seen you in a while, man.
Yeah, but you know, talking about like fun movie facts, so I follow a movie prop master, and he turned around and he said, you know the spectral generator from the scanner from Ghostbusters, the one with the 2 lights on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, the PK meter.
Yeah, the PK
He
meter.
said like that was made for rent and show you how cheap they're. That is a shoe polisher.
Oh.
nice.
But they
Polisher.
there actually really are PKE meters. I've actually used one. I used to do some paranormal investigation with a group up here in North Texas, and there actually are real PKE meters, just like your EVM machines. You know, electric.
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Hello? Oh, guys, I'm getting bad feedback from someone.
To me.
I don't know. It ain't coming.
I don't know. Hold on.
Not
Okay,
me.
it's gone. I think, Jet, we were getting feedback from you. Did you have a link open or something?
No.
Okay. It's gone now anyway.
I just
Oof,
checked.
good.
I wanted to say something earlier. I heard something you guys were saying as I was coming in. When you were talking about the guy that was clinking the bottles together in the Warriors,
Yes.
do you realize that is the same guy who played the lead of the gang in The Crow?
Really?
No, because I've never seen The Crow.
That would.
I haven't seen it either, to be honest.
Isn't David something? I think his name is.
Yeah, that's the guy that did T-Bird. What's his character's name? His name is David.
Wait, T-Bird? Are you talking about Grease?
To the internet.
No, I'm talking about.
Okay.
I wouldn't watch Grease if you paid me.
Hey, Farf, I'll pay you $5 to watch Grease.
Yeah, you're gonna take that right to hell.
I actually played Kaneki on stage in college.
Oh,
Play.
God.
Is that why you were in jail?
There were 2 movies I remember having to watch in I actually took theater classes as a ridiculous way, try to impress a girl I liked at the time, but it was a fleeting effort.
My mother was a dance instructor. Like, she literally ran her own fucking outfit. I had to see a bunch of stuff growing up.
Yeah, but I remember I had to watch Singing in the Rain in theater class, and I even had to watch Hairspray of all things.
I took the class.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I haven't seen that one.
Hey, Raquel, I own that movie if you want to watch it. I mean, what? What? No, what?
One movie I think was all right. One movie I know it was adapted from a play, but it was all right. Was Proof. You know,
Really?
that movie with Gwyneth Paltrow
Okay.
where she's like where her father's like a mathematician or whatever, and she she solved some great equation that he made or something. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of it.
Like, I mean, if you're talking old shit like that, like the old West Side Story was all right, but don't fucking talk to me about that new one. That's a piece of shit.
Yeah, the original.
No,
was
I'm
the
talking,
best.
no. Proof is like some film from like 2005. It had Anthony Hopkins, Jake Gyllenhaal, Gwyneth
Seen another one you're
Paltrow.
talking about.
Time Profit's taken off.
Nighttime Prophet.
Yeah.
Just don't use your time dilation effects too much because you might end up becoming 50 next time you wake up. Be careful.
The name of the guy that you guys were talking, the actor is David Patrick Kelly.
That's him.
Okay.
Okay.
Fun fact about another Lord of the Rings fun fact is you know when they were making the movie, Peter Jackson said to Ian McKellen, so when you get stabbed in the back, I want you to go like that, right? And Ian McKellen turned around and he's like, do you know that is not what happened? And he's like, what do you mean? He goes,
Hold up. That was Christopher Lee.
It's Christopher
sorry, Christopher Lee.
Sir Christopher
Sorry.
Lee.
The late Sir Christopher Lee.
Yeah, the late great.
Did you know that man was a badass?
That
was.
man was a fucking once in a lifetime person.
Like, he had a huge kill streak in World War II. Like, a majorly huge kill streak in World War II.
Dude, he had a kill streak after World War II.
He was a fencer,
Yep.
like a master fencer.
Mm-hmm.
He had a rock band for years.
He released.
Like,
He
dude
released
actually had heavy metal albums.
heavy metal albums.
He was personal
No,
friends
no.
with four monarchs.
Now, I would put him against Sir Alec Guinness.
Sir Alec Guinness hated Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he hated
Yes.
Star Wars. He
Well,
called
yeah.
it that little sci-fi film.
Well, that's okay. Betsy Palmer hated Friday the 13th, too. The only
Yeah,
reason
oh,
Wait,
yeah.
Isn't she the one? Isn't she Pamela Voorhees?
Yes.
reason she took the job is because her car broke down and she needed to buy
She
a new
needed
car.
money for a new car.
That's
Dude.
one way to get an acting role.
So, you
Yeah.
know in Jaws, the little boy who got eaten by the shark at the beginning of the movie?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He grew up and became like a scientist, right?
Okay.
And his mother, the actress, went to an aquarium with her grandkid years and years later, right?
Yeah.
And the director of like undersea studies came in and said, "Hey, do you recognize me?" And it's like, "No." It's like, "I was the little boy from Jaws who I played your son in Jaws," and she just walked up and gave him a hug and it's like, "How are you?" And she posted on pictures, me and my son.
Nice.
Did
Now
anybody
I have a single point
Oop.
to make.
What's that?
We are about 500 miles away from like the topic of the stream.
Yeah, we're also doing a part 2 next week due to a panel member who will be joining us as a request.
I was gonna say like the little Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
fact. You know, the actor who played Aragorn. I don't know how to pronounce his
Viggo
name.
Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen, yeah.
Okay, I think it was in the first movie, or the second. I'm not. I can't remember exactly. That scene when he's trying to, when him, Legolas, and Gimli are trying to rescue the
the
two hobbits. I forget her. I forget
Merry and
their
Pippin.
names. Yeah, Merry and Pippin.
Yeah.
He kicks the one of the orcs' helmets.
Yep.
Breaks his
And-
toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, break his toes. So him screaming and
Was real.
kneeling
That was a real
was
scream.
real. Yeah, that wasn't scripted.
The guy who played Samwise cut his foot in the river too.
Yeah, he did. Even though he was wearing prosthetic feet.
Prosthetic feet.
Yeah.
Like one of the orcs, like the very very strong Uruk-hai, was
Yeah.
actually cast to play Sauron, and they're just like, meh, we're not going to use you.
Ah.
Yeah, like they had a guy who's like 6'7", ripped as all fuck, big ass Maori guy, and they chose not to use him.
Yeah,
feel like we're not-
we really are. We kind of really veered off topic. I mean, we're talking
Yeah.
about Mel Brooks films.
So
Yep.
guys, we're going to wrap this up because we've hit an hour.
Yeah, we actually.
And we
are.
will be
Yeah,
back
we
to
are.
talk part 2 next week. Oh, please God. So you want to start shielding yourselves, Maxis?
Into the void.
Oh, jeez, come on now.
Oh boy.
I ain't got nothing.
Nothing at all.
Neither do I. I don't do nothing.
I ain't found shit.
Okay.
Wow.
Farv, you want to shield your crap?
Yeah, it ain't crap.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I got a
Holy crap, I
bite
was
me, motherfucker. I got a YouTube channel. It's called Farvithian Guard. He'll probably put the link in here somewhere.
I'll post the link in the description
There's
afterwards.
a lot of gaming stuff on there. Lately, I've been hitting a little bit of Agents of Mayhem. We do Guild Wars pretty routinely, usually on Thursdays. And once in a while, my brother and I will record 2-player episodes. We do Zombie Army when my partner's around, usually on Wednesday nights. And I got a little bit of everything else going on. Like I'm doing Gungrave right now.
Okay.
Then this here is my book, at least the first one. I'm still working on the sequel right now. Here, there you go.
Okay.
Nice.
This is available on Amazon. It's 480 pages.
For the minute there, I thought you were going to say $400.
That's a huge book.
480 pages. That's just the first part of it. I'm in chapter 12 of the second book right now.
Just don't pull a George or Martin and take 15 years to fix it and make
Oh,
it right.
fuck that, man.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. I want my story to actually have an ending somewhere, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm as a person who's also a fellow writer, I'm making sure that everything is ending. The only problem is I have the whole story planned out in my head, but sometimes just writing it down is often the hard part.
Yeah, that's
Now,
the hardest part.
Farv,
Okay,
do you have a link to your Amazon?
I do if he wants to throw it out there. Do you still
Okay.
have it?
I'm gonna.
Okay, he's gonna link it.
Okay.
But yeah, that. I would say that's the hardest part because I thought it was until I got to the editing stage.
Okay.
Editing be a bitch.
Editing is worse than actually putting it on paper. Because then you got to put everything on paper, and then you got to go back and make sure it's right, and that takes fucking.
Try editing a treatment for a screenplay, which is what I'm working on right now.
Oh,
It took me damn near 2 months to edit because the size of the first book.
I've got
and
to
having to nitpick every little freaking thing.
Yep.
I've got a pitch due in 3 months, and I've still got to finish the screenplay.
Oh, lovely. Okay, there's the link to my Amazon for my book.
Ew.
Hey, Jet, you want to shield you and then we head down to Tate?
Yeah, listen. First of all, everyone, as of like last week, I'm pretty much going on hiatus for my channel, but please do me a favor and go through the backlog of all my videos. You can find me on Twitter at JetSparks373 right there. I'm also on Instagram and on Twitch as well. And just go back and watch through a lot of my videos and just see, and actually just check me out. That's all I can really ask for because
Fantastic.
I got a lot of stuff I gotta figure out and work on so I can hopefully find a way to better my channel moving into like the new year. Because I'm thankful that I at least got up to over 100 subscribers, and I want to go and push further with that.
Yes.
Yep.
And I still also say when you go onto my channel, also there's a couple people you should look up. One of them is named Bear64. He does like Smash Bros content. He does the occasional Let's Play. I think his next big Let's Play is going to be for Jedi Fallen Order because we already know that we've gotten another trailer for Jedi Survivor that just got announced. And heck,
that trailer was amazing last night.
Yeah, I've even streamed the game myself once upon a time before. So yeah, I've done that. So I mean, I've done plenty of like live Let's Plays myself. So go and check through the backlog of all my videos. There's a lot of stuff that are playlists. I even had like a podcast I did every Saturday at 5 p.m. called Talking Pinheads. It was just like an open mic stream that once I start getting out of the swing of things, I'll start back and doing that again. And again, anybody who wants to come on, you're always welcome to come on and just chat, hang out, stuff like that.
Sweet. Jeff, what about you, bud?
I'm just thankful to have been on the panel tonight. Hopefully I can rejoin with Whoa, hello.
What the fuck was that?
Again, thanks for having me on. Hopefully, I'll be
No
a little bit
worries.
more versed with the next director we pick.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raquel?
Hey, Erico. I do late night hangouts, and also started a new it's like an art slash hangout live stream. You can come on over and do stuff art wise and hang out, and also check out my gaming channel as well. I do play Elder Scrolls Online, Agatha Christie, and future games that are coming up soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, Raquel, real
Sage,
quick.
what about
Raquel, real
What?
quick. The
Yeah.
link for your gaming channel doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Ooh.
Nope.
Let me see.
I just tried 3 times to make sure it works.
No,
Jeez.
it don't.
It's
Just
not
on the homepage.
What's that?
working.
It's not
I
working.
think it
Yeah.
might be missing a digit or two.
Or is there a dash in there somewhere? Because if there's a dash in there, it seems to hate the link.
Hold on, let me check. Okay.
Excuse me.
Let's see if this works right here.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been trying to do some editing, some quality
try-
control on the backside here.
All right, try that
Okay,
one.
There you go.
All right, thanks
That
for letting
works.
me know.
You're welcome. I've been trying to play quality control. You're welcome, Maxis.
Ready for
But
me now?
Sage- yeah.
Okay, so I'm Thade. Everybody who knows knows. You can find me on Twitter at Hello Humans with my name in parentheses. I'm also Friday nights around this time and Saturday overnights. I am on the Poindexter Lounge with my buddy William on the Sci-Fi Channel Live, Sci-Fi Center Live.
Okay.
I dropped the link for my YouTube channel in the private chat, Revan, if you want to move it over to the regular chat.
Well,
I'll get it.
thank you.
That is a channel that is about to start probably this next week. I've got a gimmick. I've got a character that I play for that channel. I'm going to do movie reviews, horror, and true crime stuff on that channel. So,
Can I join you for some true crime stuff? I love true crime.
of course. I intend on having a couple of scripted episodes a week, and then I'm going to do a live stream on Saturdays. So anybody who sees the live stream link come up, most
And
likely.
I commend you for that bit, by the way, because I'm too much of a fucking jackass to bother coming up with a character.
Well, my character involves actually. I have this. I call it Hello Humans because he's going to be basically an alien android, like observing humanity. So I've got this a mask that I'll be wearing. Digital.
Oh, nice. It's one of the.
That looks cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Digital.
The closest I got is that old ass Russian helmet in my intro video on my channel.
And what I can do with this
Kill epileptics at 100-mile radius.
is
All I got is a dino mask.
I can. Hey, can you like center there?
There you go.
There
So
you go.
What I
Yeah,
can do
okay.
is my phone has an app that's linked to the mask,
Oh, that's cool.
and I can change faces
That's really
while
cool.
we talk, while I do the show.
That is absolutely amazing.
So
Yeah.
basically, I've got a voice changer I've got set up,
cool.
and this mask, and I've got a whole other component to the costume.
Okay.
It's going to be basically my way of interacting with the folks.
Okay.
Okay, now we're on my face. Let's not do that.
Oh.
Hey, Potato, I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
I'm not
forgot
a good man. Please do not do that to your viewers again.
Ouch, man. Holy
Hold on. One sec, guys. Raquel, you were saying?
I forgot to mention I'll be reviewing episode 3 and 4 of Wednesday this upcoming Monday.
Nice.
Okay.
I look forward to doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe by then I'll actually be caught up on that show, so I can talk about it instead of relax.
Yeah, it's on. It's at Monday 9:30 p.m.
Well, I
Ah.
had to get my Netflix turned back on. That's why.
That's
I
not
had
pretty
to,
central.
Well,
Not pretty
like
central.
it's
Yeah.
on Monday, so you have time.
Well,
but guys,
indicate
I'm going to
first.
wrap this up. My pain level is
Okay.
ramping up.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I understand.
You gonna be all right for tomorrow, man?
Yeah, no, different
All right.
different setup.
All
What's
right.
tomorrow?
I'm gonna take off myself. You guys have a great fucking
Later.
night. I gotta talk to my brother about something.
Okay,
Later, all.
so one second, I'm just going to
You guys.
end this.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, everyone have a great night. Be fantastic. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Jet, thank you for coming back, man. You're always awesome. Tay, you as well. Raquel, BK Dan, Jeff, thank you for coming. Farv, thank you. And Maxis, how the
Back
fuck
into
did
the
you get in here?
void.
Later, y'all.
Here,
Hey, everybody.
Later.
here I am, all dressed up.